Hey y'all, it's Hadassah back with another video, and today I just wanted to come on here really quickly and film a short intro for y'all because I'm actually not going to be on camera. You're going to be watching me basically organize my bags. I'm so glad that I was finally able to get this done. If you recall, I had storage similar to this that you can see in older videos, but I actually did move last year and my bags have not been organized since I moved. It takes a while sometimes, okay? Don't judge me. But yeah, finally got my stuff together, organized my bags. And so if you recall seeing me unbox some things and do not see them in this video, you are correct. This is not all of my bags. I definitely still have more bags that I need to put up, but I do not have a solution for how I want to do that quite yet. So yeah, this is just what we have right now. Of course, it will change and evolve as time goes on, but yeah. Also, if you have a particular way that you like storing your bags that you think works really well, definitely drop down in the comments below and share with the class. But as always, please keep watching and enjoy the video. Okay, y'all, so initially I had put all of these totes on the top because that's where I like for my totes to be, but they were actually touching the ceiling because the ceiling in this room is really low, which I found out this day. So I'm just moving my totes and putting them on their own individual shelf. You can see that the two bookshelves are set up differently, and that's because I did want to put my totes on. So y'all, I literally spent so long going back and forth trying to make these two totes fit on the same shelf. And yeah, it just wasn't working. So finally, I took a step back and decided, yeah, these have to go on different shelves. Y'all, I don't know why I'm so special, but it took me forever to figure out that they were not going to work together on the same shelf. So yeah, they're on different shelves right now. And so I actually have some other bags that I have to go get, but I keep stepping back and looking. Yeah, those are the bags right there. So don't judge me, but yes, I did put them in a clothes basket and set them in that chair right there. That's just what I had to do because all of my bags have been upstairs for like the last year, and I wanted to bring them to this designated space. So I just put them all in a basket so I could carry them around easily. But yeah, this is my latest Louis Vuitton bag that I got, which is the Speedy 40, which is why it's so big. And I'm like, okay, this is basically also going to need its own shelf. So I put it down there. It's not going to stay there. Spoiler alert, it is not going to stay there. So yeah, I put my Ellipse next to my Cabas Alto, and then I was like, okay, this bucket tote is definitely going to need to go on one of these shelves that has more space at the top as well. So yeah, I put it right there beside my Saint Laurent Reeve Ghost tote. And y'all, this whole process, like y'all who keep y'all's bags super organized and like there's a rhyme and a reason to how your bags are organized, kudos to you. But yeah, my roses, those are my forever roses. I just made a video about those. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But yeah, y'all, those roses are 2 years old. In case you haven't seen the video, they're 2 years old, a little bit over 2 years old at this point, and they still look amazing. But yeah, I put my Coach bag next to my Rebecca Minkoff Love bag. And then the handle on this bag right here also means that it needs to be on the left as well. So as you can see, like all of my taller, like bigger bags, I'm putting on the left because I set up those shelves to basically have more space so that taller bags can stand right there. The Coach bag, that had to go as well. Y'all, I would, in an ideal world, like I would love to have like a mix of bags, and then like you can see the roses up there, shopping bags, boxes. I would love to have like that type of display where everything's like all mixed together and you know, kind of that's just the vibes that I would love to go for. But The way my life is set up right now, y'all are going to see, like I mentioned already, this season, this isn't even enough space for all of my bags. Um, so we're gonna have to come up with something a little bit different. But yeah, I think, what am I even doing here? I don't even know. I think I was zipping up my multicolor Speedy, which is definitely one of my favorite bags in my collection. And why is that big old bag on the same shelf as like little teeny tiny bags like my Pillow Tabby 18, my little Brandon Blackwood mini Kendrick trunk? Don't ask me. But I put my little multicolor heart. That's what I just placed on that top shelf. I know it's a little hard to see because I wanted to have the camera further back so you could see both sides. But yeah, I just put that on top of my Versace bag. And then I don't even know, what am I gonna grab next? Oh, Valentino Roman stud. Also a favorite. Like, if you don't have this bag, you need it. Once again, it's probably big to be on a shelf with little bags, but y'all, honestly, my goal at this point was just to get these bags up here. There's definitely not a lot of rhyme or reason to it at this point. Like, don't ask me, oh, why did you put this bag in that? Because it fit. That's why the bags are set up like they are, because they fit at this point. So yeah, my little, not my little, because that's the regular Pachet Matisse, but I put that beside my niece BB. And then I think I actually moved that pink bag. Y'all, actually haven't done a dedicated video. If you see that Coach, that like hot pink Coach Cashin bag, I don't think I've done a dedicated video on that. But yeah, that was one of my birthday presents to myself for my 30th birthday the other year. But yeah, I'm just putting some of my Coach bags together. Like, at some point my thought process was, okay, I feel like a couple of these Coach bags can go together. But also throughout this, yeah, like I keep stepping back to see, okay, how does this look? How does that look? And also coming back with more bags because, like I said, I have bags everywhere. But this is just like a little straw tote from Bach White. I love, like, when I wear this vibe, is that bag is always like outdoor cottagecore picnic type vibes, which I love. And as you can see, I did go ahead and move my heart bag over there in front of my Saint Laurent Reeve Ghost leather tote. And yeah, I needed a place for my Gucci cosmetic case. And that's when, yeah, I think I had the idea to like put a couple of my pink bags together. So that was a formed, like, full thought process that I had. And then you see my studio bag. I decided to put top. And also, y'all, speaking of the studio bag, so I brought up the studio bag in my recent Coach Sammy top handle unboxing. And keep in mind, when I made this video, it was in that space of time when I did not have my Coach Sammy top handle. I had already returned it to the store, and I was waiting on my new one to come in. And so I didn't even think about that until after the fact. So now I'm like, okay, where's my Coach Sammy top handle gonna go? Because she's got to be front and center somewhere. So yeah, this is the point where I realized I was gonna have to put some bags on the top as well, and the roses were gonna have to be displayed elsewhere. So I think I'm just gonna move those to my room somewhere. Y'all, I'm still getting it together. Okay, overall, I'm still getting like my whole house together. So yeah, since the Speedy 40 is so big and it was taking up so much space, I decided to go ahead and put it on the top shelf. Bless you, I sneezed, as you can see. But yeah, now I basically have that whole shelf where the Speedy 40 was to pack a lot of those bags. As you can see, a while ago I came back with the basket is gone, but more bags, you know, were dumped onto my little purple settee here. Shout out to the purple settee. If you remember, OG HP Lifestyle back in the day. I used to always film on my purple settee. I don't think I filmed on it yet this year, but we're gonna bring back the purple couch videos because you know she's a vibe. But yeah, basically this shelf on the left, I'm putting like a lot of my little small mini bags. As you can see, like look at that Rebecca Minkoff one, like it's so teeny tiny. Um, and so I was like, okay, like let me just stuff all of these on one shelf together. Like let's see how many little bags I can fit on that one teeny tiny shelf. But yeah, it was it was a process, and I think at some point if I happen, look at me getting up like I'm an old lady. Y'all, once you hit your 30s, it's different. It's different, okay? Like, a sis is not young anymore. Like, she's not. Maybe I need to talk to my brother about, like, some flexibility exercises or something. Maybe he can change my workout program he put me on. Um, but yeah, did I take that pink back down? Yeah, I took that pink back down because, yeah, pinks are going to go right there. You see that, y'all? We have some pinks together. Good job, Hadassah. Good job. But then I have, like, I still have a Marley there, which has a top handle, which is like, y'all, it's so tricky. Like, yes, I love top handles, but it's tricky when you start dealing with storage like this because the bag itself may fit somewhere, but then like once you put that top handle up there with it, you know, you don't want to crush the top handles of these bags. Like this one, I tried to like stand it up straight, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna have to like fold the handle down a little bit, which it doesn't go completely down, but I was able to fold it down a little bit so that it wasn't being completely crushed. But yeah, I think we're getting towards the end here, thankfully. It definitely took me longer than what y'all see here in this video too. I definitely was like cutting stuff because when I tell you, and speeding stuff up, like with that Cabo Salto and that Reef Ghost Tote, like I sped that up a lot because y'all don't need to see that. But yeah, I'm reaching into this bag because I remembered I had put a bag inside of this bag to bring it to this area. And I was like, where's my little blinky bag? And I'm like, oh, I put it inside of my Cabas Alto tote bag. So yeah. I don't know if I show it here, but I think also I moved that pink bag. But yeah, here's what we're working with right now. Hope you enjoyed organizing my bags with me.